there's this psychological concept called loss theory, that a human will do more to avoid a loss than to have gain. And I'm going to tell you in this video how you can use loss theory to find your purpose, your North Star in this life. You can hang on to the end. It has some solutions for you and what might be holding you back. Now, the thing that's so powerful about humans is we have this thing, intuition. And they say that intuition is the authentic voice of God. But which feelings and which things that are going on in my head, what thoughts, what beliefs are law and which ones are lies? Right? So that's the thing that we first have to tackle and discern is what is that authentic voice? And is this voice mine? Is it somebody else's? Is it God's voice? Is this the thing I'm supposed to be doing? That's the question we all have. Okay. Now, I have a question that I asked myself in the midst of trying to figure out what is this life for me? Because if you think about what you want, right, this would be the gain in the equation of loss theory. I want a lot of stuff. Yeah, I want a supercar and I want this and I want that. I want the big house and I want all this kind of stuff. I want that. But that gives me no direction. And this is what you might be feeling right now is you might be feeling like you have no direction. Ask yourself this question. What would be the biggest L you could ever take in your life if today were your last day? Like really think about that right now. And this is what changed my entire life completely. If today were my last day and they were going to pull the plug on me, what would be that thing that's right on my mind that I would be like, God, I can't believe I didn't do that. That is your thing. Okay. That's the thing you got to go after. For me, it was doing this, literally doing this, serving people with my experiences, with my testimony, with my faith, and building a men's program around helping men battle the battles that I've battled and building a brotherhood, which the link is in the description. That was my thing. The fact that I was going to have to look at my son and look at my kids and go, you know, you can do anything you want to do, but I didn't do it. Right? Not chasing the dream, which is I knew the whole entire time was it, and going all in on this was it. That would be the biggest L I ever took, was not displaying to my family the fullness of what I could be as a man when I was in my purpose. So why is this difficult? Number one, we talked about whose voice is going on in your head, right? Is it God's voice? Is it your voice? Is it somebody else's voice? Is it negative thoughts? Is it something your parents told you from childhood? Is it friends? What is going on there? Okay. What I see when men come through my program, link in his inscription, is they get hung up on the thoughts and the beliefs. Now, these thoughts and beliefs can really change the answer to the question, what would be the biggest L that I could ever take in my life? Why? Because again, I know you know, and the people that say they don't know what that thing is, there's two options here. Your mind is either so clouded with negativity and unbelief that thing that you feel in your head is real, or you don't believe in it. And both of these things don't get you the answer that you want. Okay. And this is what stops people from even being able to answer the question, is that this is exactly how you bring something positive or negative into your life. Thoughts, actions, beliefs. Okay. I think something. These are like the surface level ideas of my life as what I'm seeing per my perception of my reality. I think about what I see, or I think about myself. Thoughts over time become beliefs. Beliefs are concrete. Beliefs are stronger than a thought. This is something that is cemented within me. And then based upon my thoughts and my beliefs, I then act or don't act. Okay. And then after that can become my expectation, right? So for instance, if I'm on this current path right now, which is something I don't want, I can expect to continue that path throughout my life, right? This is where most guys that come through my program are right now. I ask them the question, what happens if we don't change? Well, I'm going to keep doing this forever. You're damn right you are. You're going to keep doing this forever. So you have to interrupt the thoughts, the actions, and the beliefs, so you can then have a different expectation from yourself and from your life. So this is where it starts. It starts here. If you want to have that intuition and this clarity of the thing to be able to answer the question, what would be the biggest L that I could take in my life? Like, what's that thing? And again, most people, when I ask this question, cannot even answer it because their brain is so clogged with mess and unbelief and bad thoughts and bad habits and all these things that even answering that question, they in that moment, they probably don't know, but it's in there, okay? But it's covered up by a bunch of mess, or again, they don't believe in it, which either way will cause you to give yourself, and if I asked you, a faulty answer, which is, oh, I don't know, or it's something surface level, right? It's not actually what they want for their life. So how do you fix this? I need you to sit down and ask yourself this question. What would be the biggest L that I could ever take in my life? Like, if I were to go today and I was on my deathbed and they were going to pull the plug, what's the first thing that you think about? And you need to think about this authentically and think on it for a long period of time. Because again, are you giving the right answer? Is that actually the first thing you thought of when I said that? Is that the right answer? Is that actually the thing? Or is it, my mom said, this was me, my mom said I should get a job and climb the corporate ladder. My mom said that I should, take the safe route and get medical insurance and blah, 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 and buy a house and all these other things. That was almost my life. But that was a path that somebody else was going to choose for me. But that's the voice that I thought was truth. So you need to figure out exactly what this is. You need to figure out if the thoughts in your head are that authentic voice or they're not, or they're somebody else's voice or something you saw on social media, or it's limiting beliefs, or it's negativity, whatever that may be. If you need help with this, I have 2 links in the description below. One is to work with me one-on-one, and the other one is a link to my inner circle, my small group, where we talk about the exact same things that we're talking about here. Iron sharpens iron. Catch you guys in the next one.